Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're talking about people pleasing. So, what is people pleasing? Why do we do it? And how can we get over it? So, let's talk about it. First, what is it? People pleasing is the tendency to say yes to things when really you're feeling like no, or to avoid conflict just to make sure that other people are feeling okay with you. Ultimately, it's a sense of needing to control how other people perceive you so as to stay alive, when really it's not a life-threatening situation, depending on the situation, actually. So why do we engage in people pleasing? Often it stems from our childhood experiences. Maybe you've been conditioned in a certain way to fear rejection. And out of that fear, you've developed an impulse to do whatever it takes to make sure that the other person will be there. If it comes from the experience of a neglectful caregiver, maybe there was a feeling growing up that if you didn't make sure that mommy or daddy was feeling happy with you, that there was a fear of them leaving you. Or maybe there was mistreatment. And then as you grew up, that pattern of relating to others in this way of wanting to maintain their closeness, this feeling of needing to earn their love, this feeling of fear of them leaving you if you're not perfect all the time, or if you're not maintaining their sense of well-being. It just filled you with this sense of responsibility over other people's feelings, when really you have no control over that. So inevitably you feel disappointed and frustrated and tired and unfulfilled in your relationships. As hard as you try to make others happy, it's actually just draining you, and most of the time not even really making them happy. Also, in many cultures, women and girls are socialized to be overly accommodating. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to be limited by that gender-specific conditioning, but it does exist, so it's something to think about. Maybe depending on your cultural background, depending on what country you're from, depending on your age, this might be a factor in why you have this tendency to relate in this way. So how can we overcome this? Well, the first step is to be self-aware. If you can recognize this habit as a mixture of thoughts, feelings, and impulses that arise in your body, that arise also in your mind, then you can start deconstruct it, and it becomes less of a force that's driving you, and it becomes more like something that you can observe and have a little bit more of a choice about. So how can you get to the choice point? Well, this is where mindfulness practice comes in. Practicing mindfulness on a regular basis can help you make a shift in your relationship to your thoughts and your speech and your behaviors, which are all conditioned by your past experiences. But through regular practice of mindfulness, you can make a shift in how you relate to those thoughts and feelings so that they are no longer fully automated reactions to life, but rather they become more conscious responses. Once you've recognized these feelings and thoughts and impulses as objects that are appearing in your awareness, then you can start to do the work of developing a tolerance for the discomfort that comes up in social situations. You can start to become familiar with this discomfort and learn to lean in and gain tolerance for it so that you can start to make baby steps in the right direction. Now, this isn't something that you do all at once. It's a long process. How did you develop this habit of people pleasing to begin with? It started early on, and it took lots and lots of repetition, many experiences over and over and over with different people through all the different stages of your life. So in the same way, if you want to recondition your mind, you need to take the same approach, which is to gradually, through repetition, train your mind to recondition your thought process and your habits of speech and interactions with others. But it's a gradual process, taking baby steps, giving yourself permission to just take tiny steps and letting that be enough. Not trying to fully throw yourself outside of the comfort zone, but also not trying to stay in the comfort zone where it's nice and cozy and safe and nothing will change. But rather you want to find where is the edge of the comfort zone? Where is your psychological edge? So you can just hang out there and notice how the discomfort starts to come up. Notice how the people-pleasing tendencies start to come out. Those impulses, those thoughts. How are they seeing me? Do they think I'm mean? Do they think I'm impolite? Oh, maybe this, maybe that. All of these different beliefs that are all stemming in a lack of self-value or low self-esteem or negative self-image. In general, it's all negative self-talk. So combining this mindfulness practice with intentional, skillful self-talk through mirror work, journaling, however you want to do your self-talk, all of that combined with purposefully becoming familiar with your comfort zone and not just staying in the middle of it, but letting yourself explore the edge of it, which might mean that you're going to put yourself in some situations that are slightly uncomfortable, where you deny that people-pleasing impulse. But the first step is self-awareness. Also, it's really important to let people know about your struggles. Reach out to others in your social circle. Find some trusted friends or family and let them know what you're going through and let them know what kind of transformation you're trying to achieve in your life, in your relationships. And if necessary, maybe you want to seek outside help. You can hire a coach, or if it's clinically significant, maybe a therapist. And if you'd like some help one-on-one, you can reach out to me because I do offer mindfulness-based coaching services to help you transcend those fears that are holding you back. And if you'd like some free resources, you can check out my free mindfulness guide, and there's a link in the description. All right, I hope that helps. Peace be with you.